Hey everyone, welcome back. We're ready for another deep dive, and this time, you sent in some super interesting stuff about UGC creators.
Yeah, looks like we're going to be focusing on one in particular.
Right, Greg. This French UGC expert who seems to be making waves.
And we're going to figure out what his deal is.
Exactly. What's he doing that's working so well, and what can everyone learn from it? We'll also get into some pretty surprising stats on how effective UGC can really be in marketing these days.
I mean, it's no surprise that it's effective.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
But the numbers are pretty eye-opening.
Yeah, for sure.
So, okay, from the info you dug up about Greg, what were some of the things that really stood out to you?
Well, first of all, the guy's been in e-commerce for 5 years.
Okay, so he's got experience.
Yeah, he's not just some newbie who popped up on TikTok last week.
Right, right.
And the numbers he's claiming in terms of ROAS, return on ad spend, are pretty impressive.
Yeah, I saw those numbers. Those were pretty wild.
He's saying he can double or even quintuple a brand's return.
I mean, that's not just like a little boost. That's a complete game changer if he can actually deliver that.
Right, it's huge.
So how is he doing it? What's the secret sauce?
I think a big part of it is that he's really good at making UGC, that it doesn't feel like an ad.
Ah, interesting.
Like he integrates products into these really relatable narratives, so it feels very natural.
Okay, so it's not just like, hey, look at this product.
Exactly. It's more about telling a story, and the product just happens to be a part of it.
And that builds trust, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. Because people are more likely to trust a recommendation if it feels like it's coming from a real person, someone they can relate to.
Makes total sense.
All right.
And it seems like he doesn't just do like basic UGC. He offers a whole range of services, right?
Oh, yeah. He does everything from just creating basic UGC content to making spokesperson videos, like the whole 9 yards.
Oh, wow, he's a one-stop shop, basically.
Pretty much. And he's worked with over 200 brands.
That's a lot of brands.
Yeah.
And I noticed he really emphasizes unlimited revisions for clients.
Yeah, it seems like he's all about making sure the client is happy.
Do you think that level of client focus is becoming more common in the UGC world?
Oh, absolutely. I think clients are getting more demanding.
Well, they should be.
Right. They're not just looking for someone to churn out a quick video anymore. They want someone who's going to be a real partner.
Someone who understands their brand and their goals.
Exactly. And Greg seems to really get that.
Yeah. It seems like he takes a very hands-on approach.
Yeah.
He even mentions that clients should reach out to him before placing an order, especially if they're working with physical products.
Right, because there's a lot of logistics involved in that.
For sure. So he wants to make sure everything runs smoothly from the start.
It's all about building a strong relationship with the client.
Okay, so we've talked about Greg's experience and his client focus, but what about his actual skill set? What does he bring to the table?
Well, he mentions a lot of different skills, like developing marketing strategies, creating trending content, script writing, and producing high-quality visuals.
So he's basically a one-man marketing army.
It sounds like it, right?
But it's not just about quantity, right? It's about quality, too.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. For example, he recently went viral with this series of videos where he used humor to show off the benefits of a product.
Oh, interesting. What kind of product was it?
It was for this new kind of like smart home device, I think.
So he's not just creating content. He's creating content that actually works.
Exactly. He understands what's trending and how to apply it to his strategy.
And that's what gets results.
That's the key. And, he actually has a collaborator named Kelly who helps him with a lot of this.
Right. Kelly. She's that 22-year-old UGC artist.
Yep. And get this, she's fluent in French and Portuguese.
So they can reach a much wider audience.
Exactly. And they describe her as captivating and precise, which are two great qualities for a UGC creator.
Yeah, for sure. So thinking about all this, the rise of platforms like TikTok and Instagram, the increasing importance of UGC, how do you see the role of creators like Greg and Kelly evolving in the future?
Ooh, that's a good question. I think we're going to see UGC become even more integrated into marketing strategies.
As in, brands will rely on it even more heavily.
Exactly. Like it won't just be a separate thing. It'll be a core part of their whole marketing plan.
Interesting.
And I think brands will be looking for creators who can not only produce great content, but also really understand data and analytics.
Oh, so it's not just about being creative anymore.
Yeah, you have to be data savvy too.
So they can understand how to target specific audiences and track their results.
Exactly. It's all about being able to measure the effectiveness of your content and show the brand that you're actually driving results.
So it sounds like the future of UGC is all about blending creativity with data-driven insights.
Yeah, I think that's a great way to put it.
And it seems like Greg and Kelly are already ahead of the curve.
Definitely. They're pioneers in this space.
Well, this has been a really fascinating look into the world of UGC creators and what the future holds for this type of marketing.
I agree, it's been really insightful.
I think the key takeaway here is that we're seeing a shift towards highly personalized marketing, where brands are really focused on building genuine connections with their audiences.
Yeah, and that authenticity is something that UGC creators like Greg and Kelly are really good at delivering.
Absolutely. Well, we're out of time for today, but we hope this deep dive has given you some food for thought.
We've only just scratched the surface.
Exactly. There's so much more to explore in the world of UGC and digital marketing, so keep learning and keep experimenting.
And keep sending us your deep dive requests.
Yes.